a kids empowerment party business that I was running with my girls, and that was doing well. However, I knew I wanted to do more, and that wasn't it. And I was feeling really drained out in my day job, and I knew that wasn't congruent with me at all. It used to make me for it used to really drain out my energy, and I thought, nah, this is not where I want to be. There is more, and coaching and supporting people and being on the empowered parenting journey really would lighten me up and liven me up. And that's what made me commit to your work and be on the journey with you, because I just needed somebody. I had all the passion. I needed somebody to tell me what needed to be done. I wanted to just blindly do it and run with it.
And so at the time for you, running a business was like more of a dream, was it a hobby at the time first?
Yes, it was definitely an on the side gig. It was my side hustle, as you call it. Yeah.
Yeah. And was it when you look at the people doing business, what would you think about them?
Oh, good question. When I saw people, so I'll just say when I saw you, Francesca, running your business, I said, crazy woman. She has no kids. She doesn't know what real life is.
I know. Oh my goodness, I get so many people saying that to me. And now look at you. You are making, a lot of money now, helping a lot of people, changing their lives, and you have kids. What's wrong with you?
A lot of people think I'm crazy, Francesca. I get people who ask me, Yolanda, do you sleep? I'm like, I sleep very well, thank you. I have plenty of time to enjoy myself.
And
And they find it hard to believe because they see me out there all the time, but that's not really all the time. I have so much more time for myself.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And the thing is, a lot of people think that we're unicorns, right? I see these people running business and they go like, what the hell? Like, how do you guys do it? But the thing is, do you believe that is because they're not disciplined with their time? They're not using the time productively enough. They don't know what to do. So they just try all the things, but they're getting no result. That's why they have no time.
So I was that person before who would look at people doing all that, and that was because I didn't feel I had the path to be that person. I felt I would think that they were crazy or something was wrong with them or they weren't living a good enough life just because I couldn't fill in that gap. But now that I've come on the other side, I can see how much more happier I am. I can see how much more freedom I have that I didn't think was possible before from looking from outside, that we actually had more freedom here because we make choices for ourselves in this space.
Amazing. And so now you left your job.
I left my job. I kept this little piece of paper that said I'm committed to quit my job in September, but guess what? I quit in August, and
So 12
it
months
was
after you started working together, huh?
yes, that's it. That's it. Absolutely. Yes. And definitely discipline, like you said, discipline is a big one on this journey. Discipline, commitment, being courageous,
Mhm.
and having confidence and trust in yourself.
Yeah. Which you don't have at the beginning. That's why you need to be courageous first.
Yeah, good point. Yes, exactly.
All right, let's go through the PowerPoint because we got straight into chatting because I love chatting with you. But let's go straight to the PowerPoint and just make sure that people understand what we're going to do here for the next, in the next 50 minutes now. We're going to share with you how you can do what Yolanda's done. So leave a job in the next 12 months and making sure that you advertise yourself on social media without having to pay for Facebook advertising. You don't need to pay for Facebook advertising yet to get your business to 100K. We can show you how to do it without paying for advertising. We're going to show you how to get over your fears of getting out on social media and how to, every single person that's been successful, they have a different path. And today we're going to discover Yolanda's path. We're going to show you how you can get clients coming to you, they chasing you, and you just be a rock. So if you are wondering how to use Facebook, you don't know which one is the right way or the wrong way, if you don't know how to actually convert people from Facebook, if you're feeling like people are not there on your Facebook, then don't worry. We all felt like that way at one point. So we need to show you how to do it different. If you're tired and nobody's showing up on your workshops and your events, and you just don't know what content to use because you actually not have clarity around who your audience are, clarity around what your marketing funnel is, you are in the right place. This event, this webinar is the right one for you because we're going to uncover the 5 biggest mistakes that Yolanda was making in a business to before she was joining the market, before she's been with us. She's now been with us over 12 months and her business is exploding and it started from zero. So let's have a look how Yolanda has done it and what are the top mistakes. So Yolanda, mistake number one was fear of being judged. So I did not put myself out there, or my business out there. Okay, beautiful. So tell us more about this one.
So yes, definitely, that was a big one for me. I was afraid that people would judge me. I was afraid that I wasn't good enough. I was afraid that that I would say something wrong, or that somebody would say that I was saying something wrong. So there was so much of fear and hesitation that I held myself back, Francesca. So I felt I was stuck in that fear for many years. So it wasn't
And what
just
was the fear
something that
about?
came.
Like, what if someone judges? So what? What was the fear about that? Tell me more.
The fear was that I'm not good enough. The fear that my ego's need that I wasn't right, or that I wouldn't be loved. I see that now, that I would not be accepted. I'd be thrown out of the tribe. The people around me wouldn't accept me because I'm being different to who they were. I had to let go of a lot of people on this journey and be okay with it.
Yeah. So how did you overcome this fear? What happened in your business, and how did you overcome it? And what happened when you overcame that fear?
So how I overcame it over time is, number one, being sick of it, being sick of being stuck, and recognizing that this is not who I want to be. Come on, how long am I going to stay here?
Yeah.
Um, so that frustration and that realization that I need to let go.
So you leverage on that frustration, and when enough is enough. Do you do
Yes,
extra work? Like, because obviously you enjoy also the circle, but
absolutely. I've always had coaches, Francesca. Ever since I can remember, I've always had mentors and always had coaches, because that's where I found that path of releasing an old self. And really, my goal was to become, in a way, limitless.
yeah.
Because if I was limiting myself, then I needed to stop limiting it, because that was a responsibility that I realized I had to take. That the limitations in me were limitations I placed on myself.
And that will affect your business, because obviously as you are afraid, you feel frozen. You go like, I don't want to put myself out there because what if the judge, and what if the, and people do judge.
Yeah. However, you know something, I don't feel judged anymore because I stopped judging myself.
Yes.
It was such a liberating feeling that the judgment that we feel from others comes from a level of judgment within ourselves. As I worked on letting go of my own judgment, I no longer feel judged, Francesca.
Because at the end of the day, if they do judge you and you don't believe that judgment, that's why it doesn't affect you.
Yeah. My daughter gave me a big realization, and that's part of why I do this work. Is she was getting bullied in school, Francesca. I found out from her teacher that she was getting bullied because she didn't even give it enough of energy or focus, because she didn't really care about it. It wasn't who she was. Because
Wow.
when I asked her, why didn't you tell me? This is what I hear from the friends in school told your teacher, and your teacher tells me. Are you being bullied? And she said, yes, mom, but that's not who I am. What a light bulb moment,
I
Francesca.
just got goosebumps. Wow.
That's all we need to do within ourselves, is raise our own worthiness within ourselves. And my kids learned that as I was doing that within me. And that's what my message is to the parents around there. Be your best version of you. Heal your own judgments. That's the best way we can heal our kids from being bullied. Because nobody bullies anybody until we have accepted the bullying. We take and accept the gift. We can say, no, it is not mine. It's not who I am. Thank you very much. Which
Wow.
is what this 11-year-old girl taught me.
I just got literally goosebumps all over me. The thing is, this is what you're doing, Yolanda. You're raising kids
Ah,
aware.
absolutely. And this is what I love for the parents who come on the journey with me to get as well. This is the empowered parents' journey to be the best version of themselves, so that kids can just shine from that point. They don't need to go through the dramas that we've gone through. My
Wow.
kids don't need to be stuck in fear, battling fear of judgment. They don't need to, because I've done it. I've done it. I've raised them from that space. It no longer has any hold on them. What a gift we give our kids.
Wow. That it's huge. I love that. Wow. Literally, because like I was talking to a friend of mine the other day that her daughter became anorexic from that, from having been bullied. So obviously she's taken on, she believed what these people were
That's
saying.
it.
And you know, if we just knew that the answer is within us, that's incredible. So you overcoming your fear of judgment did not just affect your business, but it's just having a ripple
Yeah.
effect now in.
This is what it happens when we become the light. We can't help but allow others to shine around us, and that's what I want moms and parents to do for their kids. Don't fix your kids, fix yourself, because then you parent from this new energy.
That's beautiful. Wow, Yolanda, this is a good webinar, everybody. Stay tuned. We've got more things to come up. So the second mistake that people that you were making, that you told yourself reasons why you were not good enough to be a parenting coach. Oh, so I actually come up with that a lot. When I say to people, you are the expert, you need to own it. People are like, I'm not the expert. There's people that are better than me. I'm like, come on. So tell me, why did you think that you were not the expert? Why do you not believe that?
Because who was I in my eyes on my worthiness where I was? So we all come in with a really with we all come in with self-worth issues. Hey, let's own it. A lot of us won't accept it, but I accepted it and I made it my journey to raise my worthiness.
I still have that at times. I go like,
We all do, yes, and I think we always will to some extent. But as we work through it, this is really the journey. So, so I did definitely have major self-worth. That who am I to teach other parents? Parents are going through so much. Every time I drop my kids and pick my kids from school, I'd hear how busy they were, how hard life was, how overwhelming, how challenging their kids were. Kids were self-harming. Kids are doing so many things, and I used to feel, like, who am I to coach these parents? What if the child does something even worse? And I was coaching all of this drama about why I wasn't good enough to be a parenting coach. Another reason that today I feel safe to say, which for a long time I didn't feel, was because I'm a single mom, Francesca, and it was a major judgment for me that if I don't have a family with a mom, dad, and kids, then I'm not a successful. I haven't created a family, so who am I to coach from there?
I remember you telling me that actually at the beginning.
Yes, that was the start of my journey. Yes, and I went out of our workshop and I did a live and I shared with everybody that I feel horrible to do this work. I used to hide that I was a single mom before, Francesca. Today I say it with pride that I've done what I've achieved what I have as a single mom. But back in the day, that's a year ago, before I started working with you, that I realized that that I was hiding myself because I had judgment on myself that I was a single parent and who was I to coach families.
Yolanda, this is crazy because now that you say that, I had the limiting belief that I couldn't help business owners that were parents or they had kids or they had a relationship and were married. I couldn't help those people because I didn't have a husband.
Yes.
I didn't have kids. Right. So that was my biggest trigger. So when people used to tell me, oh, it's easier for you, Francesca, because you've got kids, I'd be like, true, don't work with me because I can't help you.
Please imagine if you had said that, what would I do?
Right. And then I actually got Diane was the first client that said, shut up, I'm doing this, I'll show you. And Diane was a massive success, and she's got kids and the husband fly in, fly out, so she was always by herself and she's killing it. And I'm like, okay, I need to stop doing a disservice and making it about me.
That's it.
We hide, we don't help those category of people for our own fears. That's not fair.
That's right.
That's a huge one. Now, everybody watching this, tell us in the comments which one of the mistakes is the one that you have. We would love to hear from you so that we can actually, share your questions and just put it in the Zoom chat. It would be amazing to know. All right, mistake number 3. You felt rejected and shut down when a prospective client said no to my offering. Getting the no.
Yes.
Okay.
I wanted to just shut down my business and go away because one person said no to me.
It's done, right?
It's done. I'm done. I can't do this. So yes,
so far.
Not too. I have had no's, but I have so many more yeses, Francesca.
Good.
But I
Love.
wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know that until I not been persistent and kept going one step in front of the other, just seeing the vision of what's possible and not listening to the fear and the ego. So rejection does come, and it comes in truckloads, and that's fine. I just had today a client who was working with me said, "No, Yolanda, this isn't my journey." And you know what? That's okay. That is okay, because I've got so many more beautiful people that who trust me, who I trust, and who we are made for on this journey. We're not made for everybody. I wasn't okay with that in the past, but I'm okay with it on such a new beautiful level now. I have so much peace about it, and I'm it's just such a it's a reflection of this journey and the growth that we can have about within ourselves as we just trust ourselves and keep moving forward.
Because at the end of the day, what we do at the beginning, and I remember do that myself as well. When they say no, I remember I felt that they used to say no to me.
Hmm.
That the biggest thing that we share in the Mafia Academy, they don't say no to you. They say no to that service at that time. Then it's not the right thing for them. Doesn't mean anything about you personally. When you really shift that, and you go like they're saying no to the service or the product, not to you, then
Yes.
just let it go. And do you notice that now that you let it go, you actually get more yeses?
Yes, yes, I've had two yeses already since this morning. So I'm like, wow, this is powerful.
Yeah. Isn't that incredible? When you just let go. I remember one time I was talking to a client and they were like, oh, no other one. And I was like, no, you got to do it. I got to change your life. Like, because I was so passionate about it that then I wasted so much time with that one person. And then when I went to the next person, I remember I was exhausted because I gave all my energy away to this one person that actually didn't want it. And then I wasn't there present for the person that actually wanted. And I had a huge going, I need to stop that. If people don't want to work for me with me, it's fine.
It's
But then I
fine
reserve my energy for the person that does
for
want.
those who do. Absolutely. Yep, that was a big learning, Francesca, that it's okay. It's okay for people to say no. It's not rejecting us personally. And we have a tendency of making ourselves the victims. We are not. We don't have to. It's a choice that we make.
That's a big one, right? When people say no, you are not a victim. Oh, that's a good one. So in the Mafia Academy, just so everybody knows, we get clients to record their no's and actually celebrate every no, because every no you're closer to a yes. And we get people to literally collect no's. I've collected thousands of no's in the last 3 years, and I'm proud of it. That means that I've been in front of that many people rather than
Mm,
hide. And so even if I didn't work closely with those thousands of people, at least I planted a seed. And I know there is a seed in there that even if I'm not the right coach, hopefully they're going to go find someone else. And hopefully they're going to
yeah.
do that, right?
And what's brilliant is that people who said no to you a year ago come back and said, I've been thinking about you. You
Yeah.
changed my life in that consultation call. Can we work together now?
Oh my goodness, it just got goosebumps. Yeah.
So a no is never a no. You never know. It's just not now.
Yeah. Yeah. And no's are not now. So you've got to keep being mindful to
Yeah.
follow up with those people because they might
Yeah.
want to work with you later. Yeah. Love it. This is so good. All right. We're going to go to mistake number 4. Mistake number 4 is it took a long time to justify hiring a virtual assistant. Okay. So everybody, before we go into it, as part of the VIP Mafia Academy, with the 12 months program that I run, we do hire virtual assistant for our clients, and then we pass them on to them. And I was actually talking to a client the other day. They were saying, Francesca, why don't you charge us a fee for actually hiring a VA? And I'm like, because I know that when I first started, I couldn't afford more than $5 an hour. I couldn't afford to hire a virtual assistant for more than $5 an hour. If I now start to put a price on that, so you pay 12 and I give them 5 and I keep 7, that's not fair to the point of me hiring and training a virtual assistant for my clients is that so they can afford it. If I start to put a markup on top of that, they can't afford it and they're not going to get the help and they can't scale the business, right? So I am so proud of Empowering Events that we do that as part of our contribution to our clients, because you know what? I choose not to do that markup because it's for you to be able to, as soon as you can afford it, give them a raise, give them a pay rise, of course, because $5 an hour is the minimum that we want to pay them. But eventually you pay them more and more and more, and that goes all into your relationship, right? That's what I love. So anyway, so why could you not justifying what was happening?
Well, because I was working a day job and I was, scrambling to make ends meet, I thought it just meant that, and I was getting traction on my own, but I didn't realize because I didn't know what was possible with a virtual assistant. So looking back, I can see how wrong I was, but when I was there, I could not have known.
So when did you hire the virtual assistant? So you started working in August, and you hired her when?
Hired her only possibly in February.
February. So from August to February, your business did well, went better. You were
It did.
yeah.
Yes. And I felt I needed to have the money before I had her, which I did. But now looking back, I could have done it a lot earlier. I didn't need to have waited, but I wouldn't have known.
So what happened since you got a virtual assistant?
So since I've had a virtual assistant, she just puts me on every platform. I get people connecting. I can't even respond to the amount of mail I get from people and the queries. And I have people then tag me and say, you from 1 week before, you haven't responded. And I thought, oh my God, that's because there's so much coming through. There's just so much momentum. I'm able to run events so much more consistently and put myself out there and really focus on what I'm good at. She takes a big load off me, and I need another one, Francesca, next year.
Let's do it. So everybody.
Oh, we can't hear you, Francesca.
Oh,
there you are again. Now you are. Now you're there.
Virtual assistant that we hire from Philippines, and they get trained in how to do social media, how to promote events, how to promote your workshops, and really get the momentum out there. So it's sort of like having another hand on your business, right? Having someone else. And did it help you with like accountability as well?
Oh yeah, big time. Like, see, I'm just looking at my message and she's already wishing me the best. And she said, I know you will rock at it, but still good luck. There's somebody with you on the journey. So thank you, Kate. You must be watching. I love you.
Isn't that amazing? And what happened to me when I first started hiring virtual assistant, I felt I wasn't alone. And I started to share with her, and I started to share ideas with her. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Tina, like in a few years, we're going to have more virtual assistants. And she was like, really, boss? I'm like, yeah. We're going to have heaps of them. And like, it was just so beautiful now. And my virtual assistant, I'm so lucky. They just stayed with me all the way across. And it's so beautiful to be able to talk to them and say, remember it was just you and I? Remember like in businesses, because of them. Like they are the rock of the business.
That's right. So definitely they tick the box of accountability. They tick the box of getting you out there. They tick the box of being able to do so much more than what you could have done. They just multiply you 5 times.
Yeah. And so how does that help you in your business? So how does that help you to get more clients?
Because she's putting me out on so many platforms and exposing me and the work that I do, and introducing me to so many groups it gives me that much more exposure, because of how I'm able to run so many more events and follow up emails and thank you mails at the end, and all of that would just take up so much time and energy and focus of mine away from the core of what I absolutely love doing. Yeah. So she has helped me increase my client base and the amount of people that I'm able to connect with because of what she does.
Yeah, right. That's awesome. That's really cool. All right, we're going to move forward to the mistake number 5. What do we got? Fear that my business would take me away from my family and give me less time to spend with my girls. Oh, wow. That's a big one that a lot of people tell me. They say, Francesca, see, you're so busy. I have a family. I'm not like you. I don't want to do this. So tell me,
That's right. This was a big block for me, sitting in the undercurrents for many years, because I kept thinking, why am I not progressing? What's going on? And as I worked with mentors, I was able to decipher this pattern that somewhere under the layers, I had a belief that people who ran businesses were too busy, they made money, and they let go of their family. There were stories from my childhood growing up where, my mom and dad would share about people that were successful in business, and they had this idea, see, they're successful in business, so their family is suffering. So their kids are taking drugs. So this is happening. And that is, so this had gone down and ingrained in my subconscious belief that people who ran business were bad. People who ran business were greedy for money. People who ran business did not value family or family time.
Wow.
So
And
as I shifted that rubbish, today I can see that we make the choice. People in business have more freedom, and some of them have made choices that don't align with their goals. But I today consciously choose to spend that valuable time with my family, to spend more time by myself, to put myself first and fill my cup, and go do my nails in the middle of the week. My kids put me a bath after a webinar, and we just have the most. We go away on weekends, we have holidays planned. Okay, now we've got so many pending holidays because we've got that extra money because of what we do. And my kids are on this journey with me. They put my PowerPoint last night together for the webinar. They share their stories to my clients because we have faced challenges and how we overcome it. I use pictures of my daughter going through her lowest moments, and we use that to support parents because we are real people having real challenges, but we overcome them.
wow.
So family, with growing this business, has done the opposite of keeping me away from my family. It's actually brought me more, had given me more quality time.
Wow, I love that. That is incredible. And the thing is, we have this hallucination that having a successful business equal working more hours. Why do we do that to ourselves? It doesn't necessarily need to be that. It can be like, so tell me your week. So how does Yolanda's week with family and business? How do you spend your days? How do you spend your hours? So tell me a little bit, like a brief.
Yeah. So where I'm at this year, so I allowed this year to be crazy busy, Francesca. I allowed this year to be that year where it's like a flight taking off. There's so much more that needs before it happens. So I'm just there. So I don't expect next year is going to be as
Yeah,
busy as I am this year, because
yeah,
I have so many more systems in place. I've done so much work with my VA where we've aligned so many processes. So we've done a lot of work this year. So yes, this year, and with COVID as well, I have, and because I quit my job as well in the midst of it all, this year my week has been, I work from, I begin seeing clients from 9 a.m.
yeah.
I stop seeing client at 7 p.m. in the evening, and then my group coaching classes start at 8, from 8 to 9:30. So my days are long,
Yeah.
but that's okay for me. In every break, I lock my lunch times. So then I have lunch with the kids. I lock dinner time when I have dinner with the kids, and in the weekends I close down and I have fun with my kids.
Yeah.
However, it's going to be better next year because it doesn't need to be this crazy. I'm moving my webinars from the night now to be in the day. So,
Good.
and I'm moving my group coaching to just one night a week. But I'm able to do that because I did go crazy and experimented and tried and tested so much in this year that I know what's going to happen from this point forward.
That's the thing, Yolanda. So looking forward, looking your future self in 3 years' time, in 5 years' time, you're gonna look back and say, "Thank goodness that I put so much work on that first year." And now look at me now. I work only 3 days a week. I've got team members taking care of everything else, and the other time I'm off. I spend time with my kids. Like this is the type of life that you can have. And now you're taking time off over Christmas as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. We close midway. We're going away, and it's just beautiful time. Yeah, excited. We're gonna have the best Christmas ever.
Yeah, and you can do that because you chose to work, a little bit harder on those weeks, right?
Absolutely. Yep, yep. And recognizing that I made a choice, even though I was working hard, it was a choice I was making.
Yes.
It wasn't like I had to do it. I
Yeah,
didn't have to. I chose to. I
yeah,
chose to allow this year to be a full-on year,
yeah, yeah.
so that I can choose next year to be a lighter year, a more controlled year, a year where I'm
And you can start every year
choosing
to
more.
take one day off a week, right? You can start to say, you know what, I choose to work really full on for 4 days and have a day off.
Oh, that'll be beautiful. I'll need another VA before I can get there, Francesca.
Yeah. you need another VA, and probably then up towards the next, the end of the next year, you probably need another person in your business face to face.
Yeah. Yes, that would be good.
That's when you can definitely take another day off during the week.
Yeah,
As you said the
absolutely.
other day, you want to do your nails during the day, so that's part of the business schedule, is it?
That's right. It was scheduled in the calendar, Francesca.
Oh my God, we created a monster. I love it. I love it. This is so good. But Yolanda, it was amazing. So we got one more slide that talks about what is the thing that has happened into your business. What are the results that you actually have? Are you happy to share some numbers? Are you happy
Absolutely,
to?
absolutely.
Look at you,
Yes. So,
here. How beautiful is that?
yes, yes, I've got a beautiful community that I have created, Francesca. So in terms of numbers, do you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So before I quit my job, so I had hesitance quitting my job because I am a single mom, like I said before, and my income is what puts food on the table. So I had massive blocks that to let go of my day job.
Yeah.
And so I needed to play safe. So until my business was earning me 10K every month, I didn't let go. So I had 3 months of 10K per month. That's when I let my day job go and realized, oh my God, what was I doing? After I did that, Francesca, I joined your sales mastery and I started to have 25K months, which was mad, absolutely mad.
Wow.
So that's how it's been unfolding. And even though I thought that December would be, I said, oh, that's okay. December's going to be a low month. I've already hit my 10K for the month. It's only the 8th of December. So
Oh, wow.
it's just allowing, Francesca, not attached to the results. I'm not attached to the money. I'm not attached to the results. I'm not attached to all of that. I have an intention and I've got enough momentum built up. And I just trust that the right people will come. And if I don't make it 1 month, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. It's all right. But just that hasn't happened yet.
Oh, wow. I love it. This is such a beautiful story. I am so beyond proud of you. It's just like your journey. And I said that to you before. It's like the fact that Yolanda, I mean, you guys, Yolanda comes to every single call. She's there. She's showing up. She puts her hand up. She asks the question. She let people coach her over and over and over again, because there is always a next layer. There is always a next question. And if you show up and if you are consistent, these are the results that you get. And Yolanda, you are a hard worker. I say that, there's a lot of people that are afraid of that. And if you just own it and said, you know what, if I do that,
Oh, we lost you again. Okay. We keep losing your voice, Francesca.
oh no. If you got that sacrifice, you are definitely going to be able to get to the next level of your life, of your business. It's just a no-brainer. So I am just beyond excited. Congratulations, Yolanda. Thank you so much for your time. And everybody here listening, listen. Oh, actually, before we go there, sorry, Yolanda, how, if someone is watching and they're a parent and they go, oh, wow, Yolanda is so inspiring and she's so amazing, I think I need to work with her. Where do they find you?
I'm the founder of Empowered Parenting, Francesca. My group is Empowered Parents Group. I am Yolanda Alvares on Facebook. Just PM me and I will, and we'll jump on a call and we'll see whether I'm the right person to support you on your journey to be the best, absolutely the best version of you, for your kids, for yourself, for the people that your life crosses paths with, because that's what you deserve.
And do you have a free group that people can join as well?
Yes, it's my Empowered Parents group. And I've got the Empowered Parents group on Meetup as well. Feel free to jump on and we welcome you on our group. So it's the Empowered Parents group.
Fantastic. Make sure that you guys join it, because Yolanda does a lot of free stuff in there that you can, just for that, you can get lots of value. So make sure that you join it. Amazing. Well, in the meantime, if you are thinking, do you know what? I got this business and Yolanda, I really resonated with her. Maybe I can do it my own way, but you know what? Maybe I should just be an expert. We show you how to boom your business by growing and monetize your following, becoming the go-to expert in your niche, and so that you can get bums and seats. Now we have a workshop. Now the date is here as the 8th. Obviously we need to let you know that, Tina, what's the date of the next year. We just done the last workshop of the year yesterday. but there is another workshop in 2021. Is the 20th of January, 9 to 1. Is the one in Brisbane, or is that one online, Tina? Please confirm. So in that workshop, we go through all the things that we talk about today, but a little bit more in depth. So you can actually take away some of the tips and do it yourself. Or if you want, you'll be able to join the Marketing Academy like Yolanda has done, and let me show you the way and do it together. So this workshop, 28th of January is in Brisbane, and the 20th of January is online. Now we do also have a national tour next year, and we're gonna be able to do it. Now for everybody that's watching today, I'm gonna offer for free the online workshop for anybody that is watching. So the link is gonna be in here. My beautiful Tina is gonna put it. And if anybody wants to come to the Brisbane workshop, there is a really small fee that that you can pay to come along to the workshop. So everybody, thank you, Yolanda. Thank you so much for your time. It was a pleasure to spend this hour with you. And everybody, if you are a parent, you need to get in touch with her. She is incredible, and she's so caring for her clients. She's so keen to really help people that I've seen massive results in the people that work with her. So go ahead and reach out.
Thank you.
Yeah,
it's been a pleasure to be interviewed on your as a panelist on your webinar, Francesca. I have massive amounts of respect for you, and thank you for being passionate and committed to your journey. And to all of you watching, if you've got a passion, you just need a bit of commitment, Francesca is the one who can hold your hand and take you to your dreams in the shortest, quickest possible time. She's got all the systems and processes that she's put so much of effort into, so much value. You think you're signing up for one thing, but you come away with truckloads. So don't hesitate, jump on the wagon. She's your woman if you have a passion and you want to turn it to serve so many people in the world.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much. That means a lot. You are a gem. Love you to bits. I can't wait to take 2021.
That's right, 500K club, here we come.
Yes, I'm doing that. Thank you so much, Yolanda. You are amazing. Love you lots. So there's a question. Where did I miss anything? What date is the Brisbane workshop? Scott, the Brisbane workshop is, let me just open the chat again.
28th January, I think.
28th of January. Thank you, Yolanda. You know my dates better than me. 28th of January, Scott, and my beautiful Tina can send you the details. I will send you an email after this as well. But you guys make sure that you also join Yolanda's group. What's the group again?
I'm sure my VA will put it in the comment section where all this is being posted. So the link to Empowered Parents group will be at the bottom of this video on all spots where it's posted. So yeah.
Beautiful. So we're going to put this into the Facebook Live. I'm going to also put this in my YouTube so that everybody that is watching this, you're going to be able to get it.
Yes, it's the Empowered Parents group. We look forward to having you join us.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great December, and we'll see you next year. Mwah. Thank you so much, Yolanda.
See you guys. Thank you for having me. Bye.
Bye.